Hey you guys, and welcome back to another Mario Kart 8 video. In this episode, we're gonna play as Black Shy Guy. So here we go, and we're gonna play the black. No, actually not Black Shy Guy, Green Shy Guy. Never mind. I don't know why it's black, but I meant Green Shy Guy. But we're gonna use the P-Wing, standard tires, and the Super Glider as we play as Green Shy Guy, which all about the same, while the handling is a little bit better than the other ones, while the rest is evenly, so which is pretty good kart to choose from. And we actually can do Shell Cup as we do Moon Meadows, Mario Circuit, Cheap Beach, and Toad's Turnpike on Shell Cup on Mirror Mode. So here we go as we do the Shell Cup. Whoa, yeah. Moon Meadows is one of my favorite courses in the Mario Kart 8 series. It's just so awesome. But anyway, actually, E3 is doing really good this week. E3 is almost, I think E3 is actually, the conferences are all over, because I know at least the big three have done them. They have done Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft, of course. And Microsoft probably had the best one for this year, in my opinion, because there's a lot of stuff that was awesome that was announced by them. Of course, there's also like smaller developers who are still really big developers, but smaller than them, that had conferences as well. Like I said, Square Enix had a conference, and so that, and other small companies similar to that. You know, they're pretty big companies. They're not that small actually, but anyway, one thing. The reason I like Microsoft is because of all the announcements they were doing, and about their games, or just announcement period. There's one thing I'm really excited for. Well, it's not really a game, but it's an announcement which they did, which Sony should have announced too, but they decided not to do that. Which they kind of already do a program that's similar to it called PlayStation Now, but. And if you guys don't know already because of the name of saying PlayStation Now, and if you guys don't know already because you didn't watch it, or you don't go on the internet, or you just don't know, period, for somehow weird reason, unless you're not a gamer like me and everything. But apparently Xbox One is gonna have backwards I can't say it. Just can do you can play on systems on the Xbox 360, able to play 360 games. That's what's gonna be awkward. Backwards software or hardware or whatever it is, I don't know, but we can be able to play 360 games, which is awesome. So I'm glad that they're doing, because plus I'm probably gonna sell my, because I've been planning on selling my 360, because I don't have that many games on my Xbox 360 anyway, but there's still some games that I do play, so that's I'm glad that they announced that. But I actually wonder why they didn't do it in the first place when the Xbox One came out. I don't know. Maybe, I guess it was hard at that time, or because I guess they didn't want. Plus, I guess they didn't want to wait a while and release the Xbox One, because before they decided to do that, for probably multiple reasons. Because they thought it wasn't that big of a deal at first, and competition against Sony and stuff, and they kind of want to have a system out and not just be the only ones behind, because they could lose sales probably by that and anything. But because it's probably so it could be time wise they didn't have enough time, or probably money too, probably mostly money though, and that they wanted competition against Sony and anything. But Microsoft probably had the best one, and then after that, Sony had the best one after that, and then Nintendo, other three big ones, because Nintendo kind of did pretty awful, not that well. They had some stuff, but not that well. I really wasn't really excited for any games announced or new info about different games, besides Mario Maker, which we all kind of already know a lot about it. Which actually they changed the name to Super Mario Maker instead, though. But another thing that they showed off Halo 5 gameplay, which is awesome. It shows that you were playing as Agent Locke, and he's trying to find Master Chief, obviously, which we've probably known for a while now, that he's trying to find Master Chief. But we actually saw some gameplay of it and everything. It showed this forum when it says that and told Locke, you're not allowed here, and only the Master Chief is allowed, or to go, I guess, where wherever he's going, wherever Locke's trying to find that chief. And I guess the Forerunner said that only Master Chief is allowed, so. And there's some different, and the multiplayer, I heard that, like, the multiplayer wise, it's gonna be 4 times bigger than the multiplayer maps. Some of the maps, the largest maps, are gonna be like 4 times bigger than the previous Halo map, not from Halo 4 and stuff. So it was awesome. Other things announced. They showed some Tomb Raider, not really gameplay wise, but they showed like something with like Tomb. Actually, I think they did show some gameplay. Actually, I actually don't remember if they showed gameplay. I know they showed something about Tomb Raider or anything, because I remember seeing it. I think they just saw like a trailer of it, and I don't think they actually showed actual gameplay. I think they just showed like a trailer like they showed last year, but like more stuff, and actually showed the environment a lot more, I think. So, which is awesome. Can't wait for the new Tomb Raider. Rise of Tomb Raider. What else did they announce? Oh, one thing that now for Sony, like, you know, I'll probably get back to, you know, Xbox in a little bit, but Sony actually announced, well, Square Enix too also, but Square Enix is working with Sony and everything, but they announced a Final Fantasy VII remake, which, for the PS4, at least I know it's coming for the PS4, which they kind of wish they did for PS3 also, but of course, they usually don't, if they remake games, it's usually for like the newer system. So usually, so they probably won't do a PS3 Final Fantasy remake. Plus, they may make an Xbox One remake of Final Fantasy VII. I hope they make a Xbox One port so I can play it, because I actually never had a chance to play Final Fantasy game before, but I heard Final Fantasy 7 is like the best Final Fantasy game out there, so that's one thing I like about Sony. Not that many other stuff about Sony that I like, and probably a few indie games, but not really anything I really enjoy besides Final Fantasy 7 and everything, which is part. But yeah, I've seen a few games. Also, like I said, I think in my last video about Fallout 4 and stuff, and how they have character creation, and also with Doom, the new Doom was pretty good, which was actually they showed a little bit of Fallout 4 at the Microsoft, because the Fallout series and Doom is, I think, mainly for the Xbox. So I'm not sure. Which I think I heard sometime later that actually the Final Fantasy 7 that should come to, I think, iOS for some reason, or for iPhone, which I don't have an iPhone anyway, but which I don't know why they're having an iPhone, but which I don't even have an iPhone, so I can't really play it. Anyway, and plus if I get it, a Final Fantasy game would be for a game console, not for, you know, that. And it's coming for PlayStation Vita, which I don't want PlayStation Vita though, because I don't even want to play PlayStation Vita, because PlayStation Vita kind of sucks and everything. So that's one thing that was announced, Final Fantasy VII, which is what took so long to announce. Also, Kingdom Hearts 3, they showed like part of it, a little bit more about Kingdom Hearts 3 and stuff, a trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3 and some game. I don't say they showed gameplay, but they showed probably gameplay in the trailer and stuff. But I really didn't really watch that much of the Sony conference that much. I watched a tiny bit of it, but I didn't watch Square Enix's at all. I just heard news from it, so I actually saw just a trailer of it, which was pretty alright. But so I can't really say that much about Square Enix besides those two games. And actually, Final Fantasy VII was announced during the Sony conference. I knew that, and I don't think Kingdom Hearts 3 was shown during Sony conference, but it was shown during Square Enix conference, which obviously, because Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy is the biggest franchises for Square Enix. So, and also I believe they showed something about Just Cause 3, which I have played Just Cause 2 like at a friend's house before, and tried to play it on PC once, but I'm a big fan of it. I actually I've been playing it a good amount on Xbox, but 360, I think 360 is for Just Cause 2, not Just Cause 3, but Just Cause 2. But I just remember I had a friend that used, he probably still has actually when I think about it, but yeah, it's probably just some stuff like that. I'm just mainly going on the big games that are announced, and the big material, like the backwards. I can't set the just able to play 360 games, which actually with the 360 games, you actually just put the CD in it and you had to download it, which is kind of strange. Just put the CD in and play it. And then you have to like download a free. It's still free though, but it's like it's free if you already have the game, obviously. But so I wonder if you're able to buy 360 games for the Xbox Controller. It'd be interesting. I don't know if they'll do that though. It'd be interesting though if they have that, because that'd be a cool feature for people who don't have that. Who don't have the Xbox One and will play 360 games and buy it from the 360 store. That'd be awesome. They probably will have. That. They have on PS3. They have PS2 and PS1 games on the PS3. So I don't think they have PS3 or PS2 or PS1. Actually, they may have PS2, PS1, and PS4, but I don't think they have PS3 games. But plus, they have a like PlayStation Now thing on Sony does. You know, and you had to pay for like play a certain amount of time, which kind of sucks. But it's not technically how the 360 works for on the Xbox One. 360 and you don't have to pay for any extra thing for it. But you actually can play Xbox Live on your 360 Xbox Live on your Xbox One with actually 360 servers. So you actually can play with when you actually play on Xbox One on 360 games on Xbox Live, you can play against people who's playing on 360 on the actual 360 system of Xbox One, but the 360 system, which is pretty neat, which was awesome that they announced, though, which is a smart move for Microsoft, which probably will help them in sales by a good amount. And people are saying that the Microsoft is probably one of the best consoles for this year, and in my opinion, it is the best. But that's just my opinion, so no criticism from people who are Sony fans and stuff. Of course, I'm not only excited. There's a game that a lot of people are excited that it's called Last Guardian, but I'm not really excited for that. It looks kind of stupid. Plus, I'm not really into those type of games anyway. Besides like Kingdom Hearts and maybe a little bit of Final Fantasy, and maybe those Japanese type of games and stuff. Like besides Nintendo games, I mean, because Nintendo games don't. And the Blue Shell, of course, is me, but Nintendo games can't really. Well, Nintendo's a game channel, but like Nintendo style games don't count. Like just like Fire Emblem, that is that. I'm like Fire Emblem style, even though that is a Nintendo game, but it's not like mainly Nintendo like Mario Nintendo style. But which I believe they announced another Fire Emblem game, Nintendo did, and stuff like that, and different stuff. They showed gameplay from Star Fox, and Nintendo also announced different other new Star Fox for the Wii U, and announced a different like 3D Zelda game for the 3DS and stuff like that. So yeah, which Nintendo didn't do that. Nintendo really didn't do that well. Besides like Star Fox, pretty much, and maybe the Zelda games, which are just 3DS, which they didn't do anything about the Wii U Zelda, but at least it's still a Zelda. So, which I believe I actually just turned my mic down from my face a little for some weird reason for like past few like minutes or so. I don't know why. Sometimes I actually move it by accident when I record these videos, but I forgot first, third, second. That's pretty good. That's probably why my voice just got a lot louder too, because my mic. I moved my mic on my headset. So, but enough about E3. This video is about to be over, and that's pretty good what I did in this video. I got first place of Wall Street, which only 2 points ahead. But anyway, I guess guys will see you guys in the next episode of Mario Kart 8 as we continue the Mirror Cup. I'm in the Mirror mode, so see you next time, you guys. Well, I'm out.